I get high, every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high, oh I. Every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high, every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high, oh to the apex I'm ascending. I toss split extending from the lips, with tendencies to blaze until I burn my fingertips. Prerequisite to entheogenic, cause I am consciously evolving through this paradigm shift. Pursue another load and bless the coconut chalice. With Isis to the kings of king, the pagans them a drift on by. Fade away just like a smoke when Jah arise. Mystery Babylon fall. Every time I get high, oh I. Every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high, every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high, oh I. Every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high, every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high, oh I. Every time I get high, so high, so high. Every time I get Babylon falling. Every time I get high, oh I. Every time I when we reach the high, every time I get high, so high. Every time I get high, Babylon fall. Anytime chalice life. Every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high, every time I get high, Babylon fall. Anytime I get high, every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high, every time I get high, Babylon fall. Every time I get high. No more illusion. Rastafari is real. I've been behold by the face of a glorious king. Vision in the heaven, meanwhile my heart sing. Rastafari is real, the world has to know. Love and unity we come to show. Then listen now, you pre the liberty, just check the streets. They used upon them mission cause them babies got to eat. Them give them guns and coat, now turn round, them never do it. But the most I never ever sleep. That's why me chant judgment, burn out them soul. Treat the ghetto youth and see them out of control. Judgment, where the fire I go burn. Babylon just never want to learn. That's why me chant judgment, burn out them soul. Treat the ghetto youth and see them out of control. Judgment, where the fire I go burn. Babylon just never want to learn. Now who is to be blamed for all them wrong them stories untold? John Marcus I prophecies about to unfold. There is gold and a multitude of ruby, but knowledge is a precious jewelry. Take us back to Africa, a place that we may truly call our own. A people of no nation is a people of no soul. Selassie in his trueness and glory. Trust in him, you need not worry. That's why me chant judgment, burn out them soul. Treat the ghetto youth and see them out of control. Judgment, where the fire I go burn. Babylon just never want to learn. That's why me chant judgment, burn out them soul. Treat the ghetto youth and see them out of control. Judgment, where the fire I go burn. Babylon just never want to learn. Alright, when I rise in the morning I give him praise. Black them reverence to see the day. No time for summer, no time for gaze. Burn Babylon and them dirty ways. Ricochet to smoke purple haze. Line us in the jungle, firm brave. Another lion, them a rave. We step up on the stage. Two-faced nice ways, and we such a shape. Root up was simple and no amazed. Color rock on them, not shed no tears. Revolution time, say you best prepare. Black some proud, I'm a color. Now is the time, yes, now is the hour. My black skin, black car, Babylon can't go. I'm born them mile and proud, I get judgment. Treat the ghetto youth and see them out of control. Judgment, where the fire I go burn. Babylon just never want learn. That's why me chant judgment, burn out them soul. Treat the ghetto youth and see them out of control. Judgment, where the fire I go burn. Babylon just never want learn. Alright, Babylon we never learn. Fire we a burn. Little ghetto youth is never yet with them concerned. Kill the little one when they body that mash no work the mother.
Greetings. Greetings.
Greetings.
Yes, Hempress Sativa calling in live right now on KKCR-FM. This is the DJ Willy Judah. I want to say greetings.
Greetings, Willy Judah. Love the light as we celebrate the 121st year commemorating Haile Selassie Earth Strong.
Yeah, what a blessing, right? What are you guys doing over? Where are you calling in from today?
Well, I'm calling in from Kingston, Jamaica, and right now I'm with my father, and he's actually playing some selections of his.
Well, nice. And we've been looking forward to your call. We're actually played a bunch of your tracks today on the radio live. We just got finished playing a track called Judgment, and right before that, Marching Out of Babylon, and another track called Get High. And we've been playing a lot of your music lately here. Could you tell the listeners a little bit about yourself?
Well, Hempress Sativa is a Rastafarian Hempress, you know. We're giving all praises and all glory to His Imperial Majesty. I would consider myself to be a highly spirited artist, you know. I don't just label my music as just reggae music. I do universal music for the masses, you know, to free the mind and the soul and to elevate and inspire. So that's just a little thing about Hempress Sativa, and also that, you know, Hempress Sativa is a Judah just like the King is Imperial Majesty.
Yes. Yeah, I was reading that the Eye's birthday is the 15th of July. Happy Earth Strong to you also.
Give thanks.
Now, Hempress Sativa, does your name have a certain significance? What exactly does your name mean?
Well, my name to me, it means that, you know, I am someone who should represent the feet of Empress Menen, even though I'm not able to walk in her exact, you know, footsteps, but I can always try to emulate her, you know, and also for the fact that I pray the herb as just the healing of the nation, and that is what my name represents, the highest, the highness is basically blazing a joint without actually puffing a joint. I'm supposed to give you inspiration, supposed to just relax your mind and rejuvenate the spirit.
Nice. And I was reading that your father is a legendary selector in Jamaica with Jah Love Sound System. What was it like growing up having your father do these things?
Well, growing up having my father, who is a selector for Jah Love music, I think was the most awesomest feeling possibly. Was through his love and, you know, passion for music is where I drew my love and passion for music as well. I think if it wasn't for him playing his selection, and if it wasn't for me growing up and just hearing those music and getting in touch with the music and feeling it, then, you know, you wouldn't have Hempress Sativa today.
Yeah, and so ever since you were a youth, really young, he was selecting and playing sound system?
From I was a young girl growing up. Young.
I was reading...
Before I was even born, my father selecting. So if I just grew up in a household like that, they usually would call us and just give us the mic and say, you know, sing a song, or, you know, DJ something, or just make up a song, you know, always giving us that opportunity for us to just be ourselves and be creative.
Nice. So I was reading that you performed one of your very first songs at 13. What song was that one?
That was my very first song. My actual first stage show was at the age of 13, and it was for the 12 tribe of Israel, and at that age, I sang the Erica Badu called Tyrone.
Nice. Well, that's blessed for the tribe of Judah, myself as a Judah too. And what musically is coming out in the next year for Hempress Sativa?
What music?
Like musically, do you have an album release or an EP, anything coming out that the listeners could find?
Yes, there is an EP that should be out by the end of this month. It was supposed to be today, but certain glitches, and we want to make sure that it's right because the people have been asking for it. So we'll kind of hold it back to the end of the month to add a couple new songs to it as well. But by the end of the year, there should be at least an Hempress Sativa album.
Nice. Well, we've been playing lots of your music, and one of my favorite tracks that we've been playing is a song called Marching Out of Babylon. Could you tell us a little bit about this track?
Well, Marching Out of Babylon kind of represents the spiritual leaving of this Babylon type of thinking and ideology. It's not necessarily just marching out of the west and going to the east. You have to spiritually can't see your first before you physically can't even go there. And it physically represents one just, going to New Jerusalem, going to a newer, higher place in your life, a higher spirituality. It's like an awakening. That is what marching out to Babylon, it really represents,
Nice. Well, I love that track, and we've been playing it a lot. Yeah.
I love it too.
So you're a DJ and singer, and you have many different styles. Is there one style that you really resonate with, or how did you get your style?
I got my style from His Imperial Majesty.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something that came naturally, innately. I open my mouth and it just flowed, just like how you hear it. I hear music in a different way than the usual person would. In my mind, there's a certain, melody that I hear and how I want to represent, how I want to present it to the people, and the type of emotions I want to evoke. And I guess that's where the style comes from.
Wow, well, it's a really good style. We've been playing one of your newer tracks called Ooh La La. And in this track, I noticed that you have some singing, and then you go into a dance hall DJ sound. Could you tell us a little bit about this track, Ooh La La?
Well, Ooh La La is a new single from Hempress Sativa, and there's also a video out on YouTube. You can check us out. Ooh La La came about just basically blazing up a nice blunt of herb and listening to this awesome rhythm. And I was just thinking about what type of music can I put on this. Everybody know me for just burning a fire, and I wanted to do a different herb song because everybody is already, everybody already know the Get High song, and I just wanted to do something else, being that I'm the Hempress Sativa, and so we were listening to a Lauryn Hill, me and my sister, vibing off of the Lauryn Hill with the Fugees, right? And I just decided that, this would be a nice hook to just add to this rhythm, and then, I just sat there and write out verses.
Nice. Well, that track is really a good track. We've been playing it quite often here on the show. For everyone tuning in right now, we're live on the air from Kingston, Jamaica, with a female artist, conscious reggae artist by the name of Hempress Sativa. Now, Hempress, in Jamaica, is there a core group of friends or family or musicians that you function with regularly there?
Definitely. My core group of friends, my family is Jehovah Evil. And right now I'm also teaming up with Unite the Heart, which is UTH Music. And it's still one family, it's still one movement, just giving eyes to Rastafari and try to take the music on a universal level.
Yeah, well, give thanks. Now, I read that you also have a son, and you're a mother and a musician as well.
I am.
And how is that with your musical career?
Oh, sometimes it's very hard, when you have to go on the road on the shows, and he's wanting to come, and it's just not the environment for the video at the time. It's very hard, leaving him, and you want to include him in your day-to-day life, in everything that you're doing, because that's how I have the love for music. If my father never took the opportunity to open up his world to me, then, there wouldn't be any Hempress Sativa, as I said before. And sometimes it's not, it's not suitable for him to come, or it's just like a time and place for everything, and that's where I have to strike the balance. And it's time music, I have to get into music more than the music. And when I have to do mother mode, it's mother mode, and have him there all the time, it kind of conflicting because I cannot, concentrate on one or the other. So that's the only conflict that I see. taking time away from my son.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that is all good.
Yeah, well, bless your son. I'm sure you're a great mother. Now, I was watching online that some of your concerts at the Rebel Salute, and I noticed when you came on stage, you have a militant, real serious Rasta presence coming on stage. And how is that in your music? That you have a real military look on vibes, or?
Well, I always, just know when I come to do music, it's a serious thing. The way I play my music, it is a message. And when you deliver a message, you don't have to smile or joke and make the people them feel like, it is fun and game. It's actually for you to shut up and listen. And to try to take in the message and say really exactly what it is that I'm trying to across to see exactly what it is that I'm trying to say. And I don't feel like going on stage all the time and smiling. Nothing is wrong with smiling. But for me, when I go there and I get into the zone, it's kind of funny to watch a facial expression and people kind of feel like I'm being too serious. But it's just really the music, I take it place, and that's how I just present it.
Nice. Hearticle, generator. Yes, I like that. Now, what are two things that inspires Hempress Sativa?
Hold on. Yes, we can. Yes, Jafari. Name two things that inspire Hempress Sativa?
Correct.
Was that the question?
Yeah, just two things that inspires Hempress Sativa.
Life and His Imperial Majesty.
Nice. Well, those are good things for sure. Do you have a Rasta message to the women tuning in today?
Definitely. Is to see yourself as the prize and never to just drop your standards. To know that we are the creation, the womb of creation. We carry forth life, and if we're educated, then we can educate a nation. For us to just hold ourselves in high esteem and not to see ourselves as underlings, to just stand up and just represent Empress Melon to the fullest.
Nice. Now, I read that you have an album soon to be released called Unconquer Rebel Lioness. Could you tell us a little bit about this release coming up?
Well, I haven't decided the date, and that is actually the name of the EP. That's Unconquerable Lioness. The EP should be at the end of this month. And the album, as I said before, sometime this year, the ending of this year, more December, if anything.
Okay. And are you going to be doing any touring? Can listeners find you on tour anywhere?
There should be one coming up. I should be going to Africa August 14th. Other than that, I will just see. I should be in Canada sometime before that. But there's no legitimate tour out there, is it?
Okay. And for listeners tuning in, we're live on the air right now with Hempress Sativa. Hempress Sativa, do you have any place where listeners could find or buy some of your music?
Yeah, there's music available on iTunes. Just search for Hempress Sativa. And you can also go on SoundCloud and listen to music and see it on YouTube.
Okay. And where are you doing most of your recording over there in Jamaica?
Most of my recordings is done by the Jehovah Eva headquarters or the UPH Music headquarters. Either way.
Okay.
I like to do my thing around my brethren that understands me enough and just know the sound that I'm going for and the type of vibe that I'm trying to bring across. So I'm not one of them who's trying by the big name producers and the big name studio. I believe that once your heart is in it, you can produce the same level of music anywhere you are, whether you're in your bathroom with your computer. As long as you're trying to just let the people them feel your heart and soul, doesn't matter, just put out good music.
Yeah, well, it shows in your music. I've been listening to the lyrics, and they're very powerful. Now, we always ask the artists calling in today, do you have anything live you can sing live for the listeners today?
Sure. This one is called Freedom. Haile Selassie first, my ale will never compromise. Heaven and earth awaken the manifestation of the Christ, while I telling about your blonde blue eyes. White complected, quite misconcepted, So disconnected we grew, not knowing the truth of our own history. Two sides for the mystery, if victory we claim. Everything stolen in Jesus' name. Shackled and chain when the slave she came. Let us refrain from putting to shame when our forefathers suffer so long till we gain freedom. Will never come like birds on our wing, or like summer's rain. Freedom is a hard one thing, and every generation fight to the end, again and again. Freedom is a hard one thing.
Wow. Give thanks. That was some beautiful music. Yes, thank you. Now, we just want to ask you one last question before we let you go today. Again, we want to thank you, Hempress Sativa, for calling in and going out of your way to make time for everybody listening today. Do you have a conscious message to the youth in particular?
You want a conscious message?
To the children in particular.
Definitely. I want the youth to know that this is your time of innocence for you to take this opportunity and to just live a life. Not just a careless and carefree life, but just take the opportunity for yourself not to be influenced by everything that is going on around the world. Just this is your youthful days. Just take time and to know yourself spiritually, you know, and to continue to just give all the glory to the Almighty Spirit.
Well, give thanks, Empress Sativa. Well, we appreciate your phone call in today, and God bless you on His Imperial Majesty Earth Strong today, and you take care of yourself. We'll be playing lots of your music.
Give thanks for the opportunity, and just thank you for playing my music, and just love and light to the listeners, you know. Rastafari the Almighty, blessed.
Yes, one love. Bless up, girl.
All right, blessed. Have a good day.
La la la, it's the way that we rock when we doing nothing. La la la, it's a natural high that the UTH bring. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. The real thing. Ooh, la 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 la. Esasimo through the nostril as a steamer. Coconut chalice, scotchy, or Sansamina. Strictly up the highest grade, Hempress Sativa. Journey into heather, we for the reef on a grab a needle to proceed to me to keep her off the gate. Up in the heavens, at it 24/7, we give him reverence to send awakening with every puff I take. La la la, it's the way that we rock when we doing our thing. La la la, it's a natural high that the UTH bring. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Show them the one we shipping and packing it, distributing, stocking it, hidden truth and locking it, blunt blazing never start. Mark M just want constitutional reform, pharmaceutical drugs farm, so we cultivate weed farm and grease farms at least one of 1 or 2 police. We beat in the west, but then we sell it in the east. Don't let up the profit from percentages we yield. Big up all the herbalists and planting in the field. Ooh la la la, it's the way that we rock when we doing nothing. Ooh la la la, it's a natural high that the UTH bring. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. So as the phoenix sun rises in the endless skies floating, TNT most potent chocolate dream with eyes open. Orange ash ice cream prepared for 20 p.m. for steaming onto my lungs, forever.